Morning all, it is harvest time. I am working on harvesting this lavender from my lavender bush. I'm not sure how old this lavender bush is. It was here with the property when we moved here, and I wanted to show my lavender is nice and purple, but I have a lot of dead. Well, it's not dead, it's already dried on the bush, but I am save it and use it for something. I don't want it to go to waste, and I have a few zucchini and tomatoes to harvest as well. Now that I have a full jar of dried lavender, I am going to move on to my oregano and my sage right over there. So there was lots of bees over on my rosemary bush by where I was harvesting the oregano. So I just got a few pieces, and I'm just gonna let the bees do their thing and move on to the tomatoes. So for the tomatoes, you don't really need shears or scissors or anything like that. It's really easy just to pop them off. Even the bigger ones, not this guy, but like this guy, we'll just pop right off. This one, oopsie, I waited a little too long for that one. And I do like to harvest my tomatoes right in a colander, so I can just take them right to the kitchen and wash them up. So these are all my cherry tomatoes for the day, and I'm gonna move on to the Roma tomatoes. So now that I have all my tomatoes, I'm going to move on to my zucchini. So if you watched my video from the other day, you'll see I showed that guy, and now he is ready to be harvested. Over here, I think she can wait a couple days, but this one down here, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest as well. And when you're harvesting, you wanna go ahead and cut right here. I was trying to harvest this guy without damaging the little guy growing right there, but I scraped it a little bit. But if I eat it fairly quickly, it should be fine. Okay, so a full shot of today's harvest. We have 2 zucchinis, some Roma tomatoes, and some cherry tomatoes underneath here. Some dried lavender, a few sprigs of dried sage, and, or excuse me, they're not dried yet, and oregano. And I'm going to clean everything and lay it out to dry, and then I just put it on a little ceramic plate in my windowsill for a couple days. It'll dry right up, and then you can use them in cooking, save them, however you would normally use them. When deciding on which vegetable plants to grow, I really wanted to focus on vegetables that we already eat. So prior to being able to harvest tomatoes and cucumbers and zucchini in my own backyard, I did purchase them pretty regularly, almost on a weekly basis. And I would say usually from Costco, I would get a 3-pack of cucumbers for about $5 and a container of tomatoes that would range from $4 to $7. So I'm really saving like $10 a week, $40 a month, not including the zucchinis or the dried herbs. So that in itself is beneficial, and you know where your food's coming from, you put the energy into it, and you made it happen. So thanks so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.